Hello all, today I'm here with you, your Nimi, with yet another episode, and today I'll be discussing with the very first poetry in grade 10 English textbook CBSE. Okay, so we'll move on to the poem. So today I'll be discussing with you with the poem Dust of Snow. It is written by Robert Frost. Okay, so I'm going to discuss about the poem Dust of Snow, and this poem Robert Frost is trying to speak about there can be a lot of negativity in our world, but even in that negativity, how can you be a positive person? There's also one more thing what he's trying to say is there can be a lot of bad incidents happening in your life, but maybe that one small incident can change your entire life. That is what he's trying to speak about in this poem. So we'll move on to the poem. Okay, so Robert Frost, I'm sure everyone are very familiar with his poetry. The Road Not Taken is one of his famous poems that each and everybody knows. Even those who have done during a childhood days, even now they still remember those lines, like those lines of Robert Frost, Road Not Taken. So now we'll move on to Dust of Snow. The way a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. The way a crow. Normally we have seen poets using either nightingale or peacock or sparrow, all these positive animals or birds. But here Robert Frost has taken crow, and crow is always considered to be a very bad omen. Okay, seeing the color of the crow, the black color, and its croaking sound, all those are bad omens and something really bad. Okay, so over here Robert Frost has taken crow as an animal over here. Now moving on to the line, he's speaking about the way a crow, something happened to the crow. What happened? Shook down on me. So just imagine there was a small tree. Under the tree, me can be a poet, Robert Frost. He was sitting under the tree, and over there on the top of the tree there was a crow sitting. And what did the crow do? Crow shook down on me, on the poet, the dust of snow. The dust of snow means few particles of snow. Maybe the season is winter, and normally winter season is said to be a season of so cold and death. So many of things have been associated with the winter season. So over you can see something bad has happened in Robert Frost's life, and Robert Frost is maybe a little bit depressed. So he's sitting there under the tree thinking about something. At that point of time, what happened? The crow which was sitting on the top of the tree just shook down a small few particles of snow. As it is winter season, you know that there will be a lot of snow particles on the top of the tree. So what did the crow do? Crow just shook down, and then what happened? These ice particles fall on the poet from a hemlock tree. Okay, where was the crow sitting? The crow was sitting on the top of the hemlock tree. And where was the poet sitting? Under the hemlock tree. Now listen, as I just told you, the poet has taken crow as a negative animal. He's also chosen hemlock tree. He did not choose any good trees or anything, but he has chosen hemlock tree. There is a specialty of hemlock tree. Hemlock tree is a tree with white flowers, but those white flowers gives a very bad aroma. And also this hemlock tree is said to be a poisonous plant. Okay, so here the poet has chosen hemlock tree. He has not chosen any positive. So throughout the first part of the poem, you can see Robert Frost has chosen the crow and hemlock tree to be something very negative. Okay, so what is happening in the first part of the poem? The poet is sitting under the hemlock tree, and the crow, what did the crow do? Crow just shook the few ice particles or snow particles. It fall on the poet. That is the meaning of the first part. I hope it is clear. We'll move on to the second part of the poem. Has given my heart. So what has given? Because of this incident, what happened in the first part, the particles falling on him, it has given the poet's heart. What happened? A change of mood. What is a mood? You know what's a mood, right? It's actually the change of the mind. So because of this incident, it changed the poet's mind and saved some part of a day I had ruined. So he thought that he has saved some part of his life, of his day, which he had ruined. Okay, which he had destroyed. The meaning of the word ruined is regret. the poet is regretting that he sat under the tree thinking about all the bad incidents what happened in his life. While he was sitting under the tree thinking about the bad things happened in his life, what happened? The crow shook few snow particles on his body. At that time, what happened? All of a sudden, the poet understood he should not be sitting under the tree and thinking about the bad things happen in his life. He has to overcome. So what happened? It changed his heart. It changed his mind. And what happened now? He's thinking, I'm so happy. I'm regretting the fact that I has destroyed few time of my day. But I still think that the rest of the day I have, which I'm going to utilize properly. So throughout this poem, Robert Frost is trying to say whatever negative things has happened in his life, one small incident can change your life clearly. I hope you have understood the poem very clearly. It's a very simple poem, how the negative aspects of the life can be changed if we have a very small positive outlook through our life. Okay, I hope this poem is clear. Now we'll move on to the important question which can be asked for this poem. Okay, so now we'll be moving on to a few of the important questions in the poem The Dust of Snow. Okay, the first one. What had given the poet a change of mood? We know that the crow was sitting on the top of the tree, and what did the crow do? Crow just shook on the tree and few particles, snow particles, ice particles fell on him. At that time, what happened? It changed the mood of the poet. So what happened? Because of the action done by the crow, that had given the poet a change of mood. Moving on to the second question. What do the crow and hemlock symbolize? I already discussed. The crow also, although the crow and hemlock are negative things, but we can say the crow was the animal and his action actually changed the mood. So you can say crow has got a positive symbol and hemlock, or it is a negative symbol because hemlock is a very poisonous tree and also got a very bad aroma. So crow has got a positive symbol and hemlock has got a negative symbol. Okay. Next question. What is the central idea of the poem? What is the central idea of the poem? If you look into the poem, we can say even those small little thing what happens in your life has got a very large impact on your life. There can be days or time when you're very dull and thing, but there can be one friend or one person who might come to you, and you might think you might not have not given much importance to that friend, but that friend might change your life, can change your mood. Okay, so actually what is the central idea is actually even those small people or small things in your life has got a large impact in your life, and whatever or whenever we have a negative issue or whenever you have a problem, always have a positive outlook towards it. Now moving on, these kind of questions can be looked in for the last part of the 8-mark questions in your CBSE examination. Positive attitude in life can make the world a better place to live in. Do you agree with the statement? Yes, positive attitude in life should be there. Whenever you have a problem, you should have a positive attitude towards your life. You can find over here in this poem, we can find Robert Frost, who was actually completely sad because he had some problem in his life and he was sitting under the hemlock tree and thinking about the problem. So over here, what happened when that some ice particles fell on him? His mood changed and he thought of the time that he is regretting over the fact that he has lost some part of the day. And he also ensured that the next part of the day he would make the day the best time. So obviously every person, every human being or every individual should have that positive attitude in life. So these are the important questions which is there in the chapter Dust of Snow. I hope you enjoyed the second part of my video on your Dust of Snow. Hope you enjoyed the video. If there's anyone who has not subscribed the video, please subscribe, like and also click that bell button so the videos will be known to you, and also share with your friends and your colleagues. Thank you and have a good time.